physicality on the higher dimensions. Now, this may be a surprise for some. I'll pause for a moment to let you catch your breath. Just stay in heart, though. That's always the best plan. Or push pause. That's a good plan as well. As you begin following things more from the heart level, you will find yourself guided to do that. You'll see. Just do what feels right. Okay, now, as much as we might like to think so, 5D and 6D are not ultimate perfection in themselves. They are not heaven. Now, they will surely seem so to us who have been subjected to the lower vibrations for so long here on Gaia. They will seem quite like heaven, and we'll enjoy that for a while. It will be a delightful reacquaintance with light. All right, just a quick detour to explain reacquaintance. You already exist on all these levels. You have a being or a level of being present there. Remember, you are multidimensional. Our awareness may be somewhat locked into 3 and 4D just now, but we exist up there too. Thus, reacquaintance. I've actually met face-to-face with my 6D self. All right, moving on. Okay, let's add the plans in of the 5D and 6D beings, the light beings, for to exist on these densities. You've consumed whatever darkness you indulged in during your stay on 3D. It's been transmuted, and you are a light being yourself. These, if they would, could certainly play as gods. They are too pure for that, though. Light does not do such things. Okay, so they've made plans. Well, their plans have gone well, and then they've not. We, or rather these human suits that we wear, the human being part of the self, were part of the plans of some of those very high beings, their wise ones. Yet the dark force came in, tampered with, and ruined those plans. Parenthetically, you'll find the full story of this in the Patricia Corey Syrian Revelations trilogy of books. Okay, I may have lost some others of you here, what with taking the word of these beings. All I can say is that I've vetted them personally and to my satisfaction. I believe they are what they say they are. Also, that Ms. Corey is a good scribe, a pure channel. And there are precious few of these around. So, moving on again. So the original plan for mankind, and no, we were not created by the Anunnaki, those 4D beings who tell those tales. The original plan for mankind was to combine genetics of the various races, 4 in all, to craft the perfect light being, full 12-stranded DNA being, as worthy guardians for all of 3D. These were to be as gods in their realm. They were created with the highest intent, invoking the purest of light in the process. Well, as we've heard, the best laid plans of mice and men gang after glay. Yep, stuff happens, right? Maybe that's part of the higher overall plan. Who knows? Not me. Just keep your sense of humor about all this, okay? Let's not take it too seriously. All right. Now, you can get the cosmic history story from both Alex Collier's work and that of Patricia Corey. These I trust to have painted the highest, purest version of truth that I've found available to us here. So, I'm not here to tell that story, just the parts of it that are relevant to planning. Gee, this is a long one. Oh well, I'm not finished yet. So, we have these actual light beings, these ones who could rightfully be called angels or the like, considering the level or realm they occupy, making plans that go awry. What's with that? How is it that some lower density beings, such as the Anunnaki and others, could come in and ruin the show, the original divine plan? Good question. My understanding, as far as it goes, follows the Corey presentation. Though they put into their genetic work and creation the highest of intent, the highest of their genetic craft, it was still not completely pure. A bit of ego crept in unawares. Looks like humility is needed at all phases and levels. Anyway, as with us here at the 3D level, our imperfections are our weaknesses. To the extent that we're given over to the light and to heart, to that extent we are lovingly, wisely guided. We are danced. Our weakness is our untransmuted substance, our darkness. That is what the dark force can grab and make use of. Do you see? That is our vulnerability. Absent that, we can't be touched. And just a note, I'm slipping in and out of the written journal a good bit, so those that are reading won't quite get the whole thing. Now, take a look at a fractal with me again. See how it's all tightly connected. See how the as above, so below works. And see how the reverse works as well. As below, make a change. See it multiply as above. It's all one. Realize, no, make the actual connection with me. Be in heart. Connect with the reality that all life is learning, is growing, is reaching up higher. That goes for life on higher dimensions too. You can connect with this in heart. It resonates with truth, so it abides in all hearts. Truth and love is the ultimate reality. It simply is. You'll learn the feel of it the more time you spend in heart. We're tutored from there. We're shown from within how to sense things. Okay, so now we've seen how plans, even on the 6D and maybe even higher levels, can go astray. They don't make the dark plans you'll find some beings crafting here in 3D. No, their plans are of light. But still, there are levels and levels existing. They're heaven worlds, yes, in a relative sense. They're not fully perfect, though. Otherwise, plans wouldn't go astray, or so you'd think. Now, I don't know about that last sentence. Maybe I'm way out there, and that's just a product of mine that plans wouldn't go astray. I don't know if there's such a perfect level of divinity where nothing goes wrong. I try to stay to direct experience and very trusted sources. To continue. So, thus far, we've explored how beings, even divine beings, as we'd call those on these higher light dimensions or densities, can make plans that can go astray. Well, a great big to that, huh? What to make of this picture? I don't know. Let's keep exploring further. Now, I'll tell you, I'm frankly out there at this point. I'm just supposing, okay? Stay in heart with me here. Be attuned to your own intuition. Let's say there are higher and higher and higher levels of being. From what the Andromedans say, it goes up to 11 levels. And recently, a 12th one has been or is being added. So let's just look at that. We're in the material creation in all of these levels, first off. Remember, I said at the outset, we're a dualistic creation. We have this internal divinity, this perfection, this one that all are. We also have the creation, the cosmos, and all the levels of that. So we have both and are both of these. Now, as we explore identity, oh well, I give up. This is a really long one. As we explore identity, we find we have an inner and an outer being. We are all one, actually. In reality, we are not split up like that. This is just a verbal convention so we can talk about things. So don't get lost in these words. Ride beneath them. So we have but a portion of the greater self that we are, resident here in this material dimension. This skin suit we wear, our greater self